brought an umbrella so I wouldn't have to use it.
So far, you've been real lucky.
Yeah, it says it's going to be picking up a little bit more, but like I said, there's not much. We're not really walking anywhere, being anywhere without a shelter. So just got to get down to out to Yeadon and back to 30th Street. We'll just check on that, whatever that R5 time is, and people can go get lunch wherever they see fit. This is where I usually get off at that stop there. For 10.
37?
Yeah. Would always walk to the 34th Street stop though, because the trolley operators didn't know what to make of the Patco paper transfers, because they would rarely get them. But the subway guys would. So it was sort of equidistant to where I was, so instead of, I would walk back to 34th Street. I took summer classes for a couple of years.
Okay. I worked over in physics and astronomy.
Oh, nice.
One of the guys who lives over in Lindenwald.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd take the high-speed line in every day and have to transfer over to the trolley or the subway. And you have to go up like 33rd Street or 30th Street.
Well, the transfer system wasn't bad, especially at the time when I was riding it. The fares together equaled $5 total. So a round-trip Patco ticket plus the special SEPTA transfer, which they got rid of, not that frequently, but they got rid of it in like the 2000s. That would equal $5. So you'd feed your dollars into the machine, and change from that, you go inside fare control and you buy a SEPTA transfer.
Okay.
You never had to use those probably because you weren't in South Jersey. So what it was a special round trip fare. I think it was $2.10 or something like that. And it was good. There was two parts of the paper ticket. The first part, it was good at 8th and Market or Walnut Locust, and you hand that to the booth attendant and buzz you in. And the second part was good for any inbound trip, and it basically wasn't limited to any train. You could use it anywhere that would get you back into the city, so it's good for a SEPTA round trip. And when I used that to the subway, the trolley operators, we never got those, because not a lot of people using going to a Patco transfer would ever take a subway in the city. Right. I mean, I'm sure some of them saw it, but not all of them. So then you'd be there, be looking at it. But the booth attendants on the MFL knew what they were, so that's why I just always walked to the 34, even though it was a little bit longer. Patco, they after they went with the new fare system, they still had a thing inside that you could buy the SEPTA transfers at, and it would give you two little slips of receipt paper. One of them says expires in 2 hours, and that was the one you would give to the MFL, and the other one would be expires in 24 hours. So that's right, you had to stamp them. There was you'd get that thing and you'd run it through this like validation. It was like almost like a parking validator, and that would stamp it. And one would be good in 2 hours, and one would be in 24. The system worked, and the replacement is no transfer. So now you don't have a special SEPTA fare. Oh, here we go. That's pretty. That's a good picture right there. It's a shame SEPTA put all these plants in here, and then the operators are complaining that they cut down on sight lines and they ripped them all out. It's about to what? What sight lines? your vehicle's on rails.
Safety, you don't know who's hiding where.
It was like,
It's still the city. It still gets weird down here sometimes. I'm surprised they put a restaurant in over there. I don't know.
Where?
How well that works. I guess he's hiding now.
lol.
Nap time.
That's so prevalent here that you just never see that on the West Coast. Like every operator here is terrified. I mean, of course, you assume that every operator is not doing their job or something, but it's weird. I feel like there's an adversarial relationship with management, and all the operators are terrified of like not doing their job or something, or getting disciplined. You don't know, and the question is always, well, is it because they're always just scamming, or is it because the whatchamacallits are there to is management trying to get them fired?
Oh, they're always trying to get them fired. Because the fewer employees you have,
Yeah, but on the West Coast, so I mean, I think that just the unions just have less. They have less issues there, so there's less of an adversarial relationship. That's the 36th junction. So he had to stop to get the switch thrown for his line. But no, in the West Coast, they're all happy. It's like, oh, you want to take some pictures? If you go down to the shop, you can get a tour. But East Coast, man, they always think that they're always terrified.
Oh yeah, well everybody's out trying to get hurt and looking for the big score.
I have no idea. Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of different things. It's not one. It's not one thing, but it's very adversarial. I think this is the diversion line. Oh no, that's the that's part of the diversion line to 40th Street. So when the tunnel's down, they make the turn and go up there.
Yeah, that was always a treat when I was driving in the morning.
What was